It's crazy how in this 21st century, people gather news or glean news from who's unfollowing anybody on all of their social media accounts. But apparently, 15 minutes ago, that somebody noticed, what is it,
someone noticed this last night, actually, late.
Okay.
So this quarterback, guys, played in the Pro Bowl, was having an MVP type year. You may have heard of him. Kyler Murray scrubbed everything Cardinals related from his Instagram page. 1.3 million followers.
What's up with that? You know, like, how do you glean from this other than the fact that what? Like, what is he?
Unhappy. Wants
about
out.
What? They've given him everything
Doesn't
he wants.
like Cliff's offense.
Oh, you're just stirring the pot. You don't know
Well,
this
yeah,
for
no,
sure.
I don't know any of it for sure. But like,
can you make anything
all of a
out
sudden
this?
he's gone and deleted all his pictures and everything that he had to do with the Cardinals?
That's specific. That takes doing.
Was this after he threw the pick 6 in the Pro Bowl that he decided to do that?
It was noticed last night.
Did he blame the offensive coordinator in the Pro Bowl?
Possible.
I don't know. I mean, I had my infamous run-in with him at the Super Bowl in Atlanta when he just sat there and didn't answer any questions.
Well, that's because he was put out in front of the media by whoever he was.
Gatorade.
Yeah, right. And he had yet to announce whether he was going to play football or baseball. And we had a similar thing because we were just down the hall from you.
Yeah.
And here's the crazy thing is he came to us first. We pre-taped him, and then he was on your show. We warmed him up for you. He was warmed up, Dan. Dan, we warmed him up and sent him down the hallway. Already talked. He was already in the business of talking, and that happened. And then all of a sudden, it goes viral. What he was doing on your show, and we're like, well, get ready for us to press play on this thing later on. He wouldn't say a word.
No, and I
about all that.
Remember talking to two NFL teams, two people who work with two different teams, and they said it made them like reconsider, his draft status.
Right.
Even though they thought, okay, he'll probably go number 1, but that personality scared them. That he wasn't talking, and why wasn't he talking, and somehow it became that teams took that interview,
right?
If you want to call it an interview, and because they're always looking for somebody loved the game, somebody a leader, somebody
red flags,
great communicator. Yeah, they're always looking for something. It's what's the red flag? He didn't answer Dan Patrick's questions. We're not taking him. Well. But I subsequently had an interview with him where he made fun of that. He was, he had personality, he made fun of it.
What else can you do after that, right? I mean,
yeah.
So.
But I don't know if, wasn't Cliff his guy? And
I guess so. And the crazy thing is that, usually when you're drafted first, just ask Matthew Stafford, okay? I mean, ask Matthew Stafford, who's now in year 13. He's finally making it to the Super Bowl, had to go in and have, an epiphany moment and share it with his wife. As a group, as a family, then decide, we are going to press the button of I want out of here. We want out of here. And it's emotional. It's so tough. And he did it. Just ask him how long it takes. How many people get DeAndre Hopkins and the A.J. Green and, James Conner and have all of these folks around you? Let's add Watt. I mean, I don't know what this could be. You have to view that something pissed him off. I mean, to cleanse an account like that, I mean, you could have somebody do it, but at least it's the decision of do it because people are going to read into it.
But he still has his Oakland A's account, so.
Oh, my word. I bet that start to look for it. No, yeah. I mean, because
he's not following the Cardinals either.
How about this, though? Like, let's just say this. You add him to the mix of wanting out and add him to the mix of the quarterback carousel. What happens then? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you want to add him. What do you do with that information? Because the Cardinals wouldn't do anything like that. And I don't know.
Well, I still wonder if, Matthew Stafford was going to end up with Carolina. And
Carolina would not be in the Super Bowl this week, though.
They would not be. But, you look at these things that something happens or it didn't happen, and then what the end result would be. The Rams go all in. And Stafford, you don't want to be the bad guy. You want the team to say, you know what, it's a mutual parting. This benefits the Lions, and Matthew is given all of this. It's like Seattle's going to come to this fork in the road with Russell Wilson, because I think Russ is going to ask the Seahawks to do for him what the Lions did for Matthew Stafford. Like, you guys are going in a different direction. At my age, I want to play for somebody else, or this is where I want to play. And you don't want to be the bad guy, because I don't know this, but I don't think Russ and Pete Carroll, that you want to continue to try to make that work, because I think it hasn't worked. I think it's worked sometimes because of and in spite of. And I could see Russ going, you know what? Let me go. I'm going to cost you this amount of money. Let me go. I want to play someplace else. And it goes back to the Super Bowl, where he was the Walter Payton Man of the Year, watching Mahomes and Brady playing a Super Bowl. He's like, what am I doing here?
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.